Okay guys, welcome to multiplying decimals by a whole number. Now our rule when multiplying decimals by a whole number is that the number of decimal places in the question will be the same as the number of decimal places in the answer. So if this question here, our example, 0.11 multiplied by 6, now there's two digits after the decimal place, which means our decimal has two decimal places. So we should be expecting an answer also with two decimal places. That's a good way in which to check if our answer is correct. So, first step, whenever we multiply a decimal by a whole number, our decimal always has to be on the top line and our whole number always has to be on the second line. So for this example, we have 0.11 multiplied by 6. See here? I've got the decimal on the top and then the whole number on the bottom. And when I write that whole number, I'm writing it on the far right hand side, directly underneath my last place value. So directly underneath the 1. If I had another place value, if it was 0.115, I would be writing the 6 directly underneath the 5. So my whole number always goes directly underneath my last place value. So let's go back to our question. 0.11 multiplied by 6. We've got our multiplication sign there. We've got our whole number directly after our last place value. Now it's simply a matter of multiplying. We work from the right hand side over to the left hand side. So first we go 6 multiplied by 11. Oof, sorry guys, 6 multiplied by 1, which is 6. Then we move to the next place value, which is this guy just here. And we go 6 multiplied by 1 again. 6. Next, our decimal point, 6 multiplied by 0, 0. So that's our answer, 0.66. Pretty straightforward, guys. Okay, guys. Now, it's a little bit different when we want to multiply a decimal by 10, 100, or 1,000. Our rule is, if we have 10, 100, or 1,000, all we have to do is move the decimal point 1, 2, or 3 places to the right. It's a lot simpler and we don't have to go through those same steps like we did with the previous example. Now you might have already picked up that 10 has 1 0 in it, 100 finishes in 2 zeros, and 1,000 finishes in 3 zeros. The amount of zeros after the number indicates how many decimal points we need, or decimal places, we need to move to the right. So we've given 3 examples here using the same decimal, 0.8. We've got 0.8 times 10, 0.8 times 100, and 0.8 times 1,000. All we have to do when we're trying to work out the answer is 0.8 times 10. All we do with this one is move the decimal place 1 spot to the right. So the answer then becomes 8.0. Simple as that. We've moved the decimal place 1 place to the right, and it's gone from being 0.8 to 8.0. Next example, 0.8 times 100. Now, we need to move the decimal place twice. So 1, 2, and the decimal place goes there. Every time you move a decimal place, if there's nothing or no value in it, you need to write a 0. So, the answer to 0.8 times 100 is now 80.0. Finally, the last one, 0.8 times 1,000. We need to move the decimal place, it's 1,000, so we need to move the decimal place 1, 2, 3. And there are 2 zeros in there. So our answer for this question would be 800.0. And that's it. Very simple when we're multiplying by 10, 100, and 1,000. And that's it, guys. That's multiplying decimals by a whole number.